So I'm here with my idol, Terry Ryan, and we're on the Queen Mary. So I'm on the Queen with the Queen, which is very, very exciting. So we're here for Clicker Expo. You've been doing Clicker Expo since it started.
Long time.
How has things changed since you've been involved with Clicker Expo?
Well, the obvious. We've never been on the Queen Mary before. It's kind of a novel experience. I'm seeing more and more innovative ways to take the science and turning it into new software that's going to be helpful for everybody.
And what about the types of people that come along? I mean, often, you know, like you look around your part of the world, the types of people that move in have changed, and now it's a retirement village. What about the types of people that actually come along to Clicker Expo? Has it become younger? Has it become older? Has it become less white?
From my point of view, it's become a lot younger. I appreciate the diversity that's going on. We have people here that are police officers, dog handlers. We have people here from FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Association. We have lots of pet owners, the most important dog person, a pet owner. We have competition people. Everybody is wanting to find out that little bit better way to interact with their dog.
Yeah, and what about, like, I mean, if people are using these techniques, like clicker training, in a work system like FEMA or policemen, how does that make you feel as someone who has been working mostly in the pet dog world, but obviously with a lot of these other groups, to see that they're actively, you don't have to take it to them like you've been doing over your life, but they're actually actively coming to Clicker Expo to find out more?
Yeah, I like it. The more people that try it out, the more people that like it. I feel confident that it's the way of the future because everyone is getting results. If they're carefully analyzing and taking data, they're finding out that we're getting there faster and better by using these techniques. And of course, with some of these people, it's life or death. For all of us, it's life or death. Will your dog come when called? If not, maybe that's going to be too bad. So we've got to do the best we can do.
And what is your advice to people that are actually working with dogs and are employed in it, and it is a life or death situation, be it on a ranch or be it, you know, someone with a police dog? What's your advice to them when they have in the back of their mind, I can't do those play practices, I can't do that cookie pushing because it doesn't work in a real life situation, because mine is life or death. I have to have my dog with trained with aversives and with punishment so that it will not do that behaviour, which could create a life or death situation.
I would say do your homework. If nothing else, get a network on and find out, do you believe this? Do you believe there's a better way? Can you show me? Show me. Show me that it'll work. And I'll be sit back and say, yeah, it does work. Just give it a try. Not in a life or death situation, but put a situation out there where you can work with other people and dogs, people that know what they're talking about, and see if you can say, yes, that will work. If I want it to work, it's going to work.
And what about, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are saying that this move that is happening right across the world towards positive reinforcement training is actually creating more unwanted behaviours, and we're getting more unruly dogs out there that just get to choose what they want.
That depends on your definition of unruly. If you're talking about happy, spontaneous dogs that want to interact with you and say, shall we do this now? I think we might be getting more of those. We're getting more tail waggers, more dogs that are not afraid to try things for fear of doing something wrong and suffering a consequence.
Yeah. And where do you think things are going to go from here?
All the way. I think that the pendulum is just starting to go, and the more that we show this is what we want to do, the more that the researchers are going to take data and prove, hey, yeah, this is working. And when we have the numbers to back us up, there's not going to be a big argument, I don't think.
And what about for you? Like, you've literally written every book there is on dog training and coaching other people. What do you get out of coming to something like this? Because you're not presenting this year to the general group, but what do you get out of coming here and being involved in it?
I get to see you without going all the way to Australia, and other people like you that I don't see on a real regular basis. I love to go to the talks. I love to sit and eat lunch with people, wander the halls, see who's here, because that's my network. When push comes to shove, if I don't know the answer to a question, I can look it up and wonder if the person that wrote the book or wrote the internet article knows what they're talking about, or I can call a friend that I trust to know. So it's networking.
And what about, do you ever feel a little bit like you want to maybe hide down the back of the room if you're going into someone's lecture and they see you in the audience, do you ever feel that maybe, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you might actually put them off being there because, you know, they've grown up with you writing the book on what they're doing and they're going to your lectures, now you're sitting in their audience?
I think I do make people nervous sometimes, but I try not to. And I'm not real obvious. I often sit in the back and hide and come in late, and you know, I can see more of what's going on without putting myself in the front. So it works both ways.
Yeah. And this Clicker Expo, what's your number one take home?
My number one take home on this is be sure and mark my calendar for next year.
I like it. Tara Ryan, thank you so much.
David.